Good morning, campers. Let's do a reading. For this collective today, as I open a channel, I don't think you're feeling too well. I don't think you're feeling too good. There's this feeling of resignation, of lost hope, of this. It's like whatever. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to know about it, right? There's this deep sadness. And even as I open TikTok, you know how it always starts adding music? It was this just sentimental, this wanting to cry, not the happiest music, not the happiest place. So I feel this is I don't want to say we'll see. I feel this is a strong soul connection that is causing this feeling within you. I'm sensing a lot of pain. So we're going to tap into it. We're going to do a message from your guides. We're going to do a little bit of re-encouragement. Maybe we're going to do a message from the higher self of your person. I grabbed a lot of decks. I feel like this collective, you need guidance. We're going to start from tapping into your energy. I just want to do 3 cards of tarot, 3 cards of emotion. So again, you know that this is your collective. Maybe it's just, the full moon. This full moon is brutal. And it's coming to my mind because I often share this with people, with my clients, with you guys online, and with friends as well. If these astrological events, we're not supposed to put the blame on the astrological events and say things like, oh, it's just happened because it's the full moon, or I just felt like this because it's the full moon or the retrograde. But when something big with our planets is happening, so the energy is shifting, whether we have, potent retrogrades or some sort of a completions, culminations, very strong and potent full moons like we're having now. I've done videos about it and I've some posts on my Instagram. It's such a powerful full moon. If you really, it sort of also shows where you are on your journey. The more it influences us, it means that we're still, because think about it, whatever's happening with our planets is influencing our energy, influencing the energy on our planet, our energy as our body, as our vessel, as our ego. So the more we stand in a place of soul, it's like we know it's happening, we feel it, we sense it. It's like we're not, right? We're still in this body, but it doesn't influence us. It doesn't influence our mood, our actions, how we move through the day, right? So the more it influences you, it means that the more you still have some shedding to do, have some ego releasing to do, has some connecting to your soul. It's just a side note. All right, let's see. How is this collective feeling? I want 3 cards. How is this collective feeling? Yeah. We have 2 number 9s. 2 number 9s, so you may be closing some sort of a cycle. Maybe you're being called to break free from a cycle, to change your mindset. Sometimes, when we ask the universe, the most high source, God, whoever you pray to, however you call it, when we ask, why is my life not changing? Why my circumstances are not changing? There is a very, really simple answer, right? And sometimes sometimes it is a matter of, divine timing and certain shifts having to happen in variety of timelines of other people as well. But ultimately, there's one simple answer to this question. Your circumstances will not change until you start reacting differently to these circumstances. If you feel like you're bound to a circumstance, like you're bound to something that is just refusing to end, that is just refusing to like let go and refusing to leave your life, and it feels like maybe sometimes like you're cursed, or like it's like bad karma, why is this happening to me? It's because there's something in this situation that you haven't conquered. You are literally stuck in a loop, but it's your own pattern that you're not seeing. It's not cruelty of destiny, it's not cruelty of fate, it's the loop that you are refusing to break. The moment you start reacting differently, taking different actions to the same circumstances that come towards you, but not in a sense of only physical actions, but your approach, your understanding, you're going to be stuck on that level. Because if you haven't conquered this level, how you want to conquer the future levels? Do you know what I mean? Maybe it would make sense for this collective, because it was coming to my mind. So maybe there is some sort of a completion, some sort of a loop that you're stuck in, and they're asking you to reevaluate. There is you definitely would be feeling very heavy. Maybe you're having problems sleeping. Maybe you're even having nightmares. I'm hearing. It's like you're waking up and you're immediately in a bad mood. You're waking up and maybe you're even thinking to yourself, it's coming to my mind, that usually when we go to sleep, it's like it's a reset, it's a rest, and we wake up somehow a little bit refreshed. But when we're really down, when we're really in this mental anguish, you go to sleep exhausted and you go to sleep crying, and then you wake up and it feels like it's same, like nothing has changed, like I haven't rested, my mind hasn't rested. I feel like this collective, you would be trying to move forward, you would be trying to find some sort of a peace, some sort of an independence. There is this sense of understanding that you need to be the one to conquer. So you would know this, you would feel this. I'm feeling guided to read through this card, this Nine of Pentacles that we have, because this beautiful tarot deck has a bit of a different outlook on certain things, and quite positive and quite beautiful. The independence re-encountered in the Nine of Pentacles is chosen, attained and treasured. It is a solitude in which we are not alone or lonely. The person who inhabits this card is fulfilled and happy in her garden, with a hawk accompanying her. Pausing, maybe hawk is a sign for you. Pausing for a moment on her shoulder. She is completely content, immersed in her world. She reveals to us what we can be happy even if we don't share everything with others. She is the antidote to the social networking algorithm, the one who fully enjoys the fruits of her beloved meadow. She is someone who is enchanted by what she is, but what she has, because she has achieved it all with much dedication, work and commitment, as she saw in the card before. This is not a hermetic solitude, but rather a time and a place to recharge, to regenerate, while being in contact with the essence of who she is. I'm hearing a few things with this, you guys. I'm hearing that this would be the energy that deep down you know that you want to embody. Maybe deep down you know that whatever journey you're at, whatever journey you identify with, you are sort of understanding that your guides and the universe are asking you to embody exactly that. This solitude that is not a punishment, that is not... When we are not comfortable with ourselves, I always say this to you guys, whether it's literally we cannot spend holidays for a week on our own, or we cannot even sit still for a couple of days. We constantly look for connection, conversation, distraction, other people. When we are not, we cannot be happy completely single. And I'm going to say it just to make it clear, because many people misunderstand it when I say solitude and being alone. When we talk about being alone and being single, I don't mean not being in a committed relationship, but flirting and talking to people and being connected to someone constantly. I'm talking literally there's no one, zero, no one on my radar. I'm not interested in dating. I'm completely happy. If we are not able to achieve that, it only means that there's a lack of self-love. Because when you truly love yourself, truly, your essence, your body, your interior, you love yourself, right? it's not about, some people think that it's it's normal that we want company, that we want partnership, and yeah, it's fun. It's fun to be accompanied, and it's fun to have a beautiful soul family around you, a romantic partner that is a soul tie around you. But if you are seeking these things, if you feel that you cannot achieve full happiness, that it's better to be in a partnership, it's because you're not loving yourself fully. Because when you love yourself fully, your essence, who you are, your authentic self, your body, you are with the best person in your mind on earth. You have fun together. You talk to yourself. You spend time on your own, and it's, again, I say this to you guys often, it's not coming from a place of bitterness, like I don't need anybody. It's coming from a place, I will welcome anyone who is a true soul connection and comes my way, but in the meantime, I am thriving. This is what this cards truly represent. And I feel this collective, it's like the concept, you understand the concept, you understand that that you need to embody this concept, but right now I feel like you just don't know how. Like you just don't know how. Let's do 3 emotions. Okay, we have betrayal and we have awakening. Maybe there is a betrayal trauma and there is resistance. Betrayal and dishonesty. Maybe those are emotions you're currently going through. Maybe you feel betrayed by someone. Betrayal is an extremely painful emotion caused by lack of honesty, loyalty, integrity, or truthfulness from people we love. In consequence, we tend to lock our hearts to avoid facing it again. There is awakening, which is good. So you would be going, this collective, you would be going from some sort of an awakening. Some sort of an awakening. We're going to tap into your situation with person connected to you, because I feel there's a person connected to you. But you would be going through some sort of a spiritual awakening. This is why maybe you have this understanding of everything that I said, that you are depressed, you are seeking peace, maybe you're praying for peace. You are in this mental anguish. Really, it's like this moment when the day and the night gets sort of a blended, because you don't sleep, you get up in the middle of the night, and then you cannot get out of bed, so you get up late. It's very, very heavy. That's why maybe you would know, because you are awakening, maybe you would know that this is for me to find my empowerment, to find my self-love. I'm hearing I need to be the one that won't betray myself. And it's truly what healing betrayal is. Because I want to read this last paragraph to you. Through self-work, we learn to recognize patterns within ourselves and others, which allows us to assess, is it safe to open in a connection? We begin to trust ourselves and our intuition. We love ourselves enough to introduce boundaries in relationship and always progress at our own pace. And it's true. Whoever has been betrayed, what really hurts us deep down, whether you're conscious of it or not, is not that the other person betrayed us, but is that we did not see it coming. That we put our trust and our love and our attention and our time into someone that we didn't expect that they would abandon us, lie to us, betray us, whatever is it that happened. This is what truly hurts us. That's why to properly heal betrayal wound and betrayal trauma is the empowerment. Is the empowerment that I went on a journey of self-discovery. I have learned to love myself deeply. I have learned to appreciate who I am. I went inwards so deep that I understand human nature. I now know myself and I know what I need. if I stand in front of another to get to know them well enough to know that they will never do this to me. Because I say this to you guys all the time, when we talk about betrayal, whatever form of betrayal that is, whether it's lying, deception, abandonment, ghosting, right? Something is like you feel like someone is not going to do something and they do it to you. Whatever form of betrayal we're sort of talking about, it doesn't really matter. When we know ourselves and we know human nature, we see it coming. Why? Because, again, side note, and I always say this to you guys so you remember, anyone has a capacity to change, but change requires time and effort, right? So if someone will do this to us, if someone will deceive, if someone will lie, if someone will ghost, abandon, disappear, again, any form of betrayal, it's because they carry the capacity to do that. And if they carry the capacity to do that, it means that it exists in their energy. So if you know human nature, if you know yourself, if through self-discovery, we develop our intuition, we develop the ability to read other people, as empaths, we activate that empathy within, right? So all these things, lies, deceptions, ghosting, abandonment, they come out of fear, and they come out of someone being in their ego, being and caring more about themselves and than about others, right? So it's something that exists in someone's energy. So when you heal, you start to trust yourself. You know that you won't abandon yourself. You won't betray yourself. You won't put yourself in a situation with someone out of longing and out of necessity that will do these things to you. Because, a person who is healed and centered and balanced and reliable and mature and in their divinity, in their divine energy, they don't do these things. They don't suddenly betray you or suddenly lie to you or suddenly disappear out of right? It comes from a place of wounding. And whether we're wounded or we're healed, whether we stand in a place of shadow or light, it's always visible in our energy. It's just that other people fall for that because they themselves stand in a place of wounding. I wanted to look at this resistance, number 52, because there is something that you are resisting, that you're not seeing. We're going to do message from your guides as well. When we resist to the flow of life, we block ourselves from opportunities to learn and grow. It's like you are on this hamster wheel. You don't want to be there, but you're resisting to leave because you know that you would have to leave towards that, and you don't want that. You're still afraid. You're still intimidated. You want to leave towards a happy ending, but you not necessarily want to leave towards the hard journey. Constantly resisting or insisting, unable to accept that sometimes what we perceive as step back or negative outcome may be a stepping stone towards our aligned path. Resistance is often paired with entitlement and denial. We resist because we believe that we know better than Father Universe himself. We request a specific outcome, reluctant to reflect on how we could use our current circumstances to grow and expand. When we finally let go, we learn that life is a mystery, a complex chessboard that we may not be able to comprehend fully. We accept that in challenging moments, it is better to surrender to the universe and its infinite wisdom. That's exactly that. You are finding yourself in a situation that is very painful, that is very uncomfortable. You have been betrayed by someone that you care deeply about. In the same time, you are going through spiritual awakening. Maybe one triggered the other, right? You know that you're supposed to build strength, independence, right? That you're supposed to rise from this situation, but the storm, the mental anguish, the feelings, the pain is so strong that you're refusing to just go with the current and trust to the universe. If the universe puts you in this situation, whoever is that, whatever this person did to you, it means that there's a lesson in it. What is that lesson? Learn that lesson. Don't resist. This card is truly, you can write it down or repeat what I was saying to you. This is truly really everything that you need to remember right now. All right, let's dive deeper. Let's maybe see into your situation now, so we know what's going on. And then we're going to do message from your guides. One more. One more. One more. All right. We have unexpected outcome on the bottom of the deck, so I feel like, and reciprocity, I feel like whatever happened, it's still somehow shocked you. All right. We have escape and we have third party. We have escape and we have third party. So what I'm hearing with this one, and we have ego, but that's exactly that. Maybe you're thinking that this person is standing in a place of ego, but you yourself, you are as well. You are as well. And there's a reason I said to you that in the intro of the video, that I said to you everything about the planets and the full moons and the new moons and the retrogrades, and it's exactly that. When we're truly centered, again, we are in a physical body, so it may influence us in the sense that we may, change like our sleeping pattern, we may feel a little bit, right? But we stay centered because we've mastered the journey of life. We stand in a place of soul, and our soul is our spirit is awareness. It's not affected by, if we allow our soul to lead the way, our existence is not going to be affected by these things. We're just going to be riding smoothly the wave of what comes in, the wave of emotion, instead of through resistance, suffering. So I feel that there's someone that walked away from you. Maybe they walked away towards a third party. They chose something or someone else. We're going to tap into it in detail. So whether that's they actually walked away to another person, or maybe they said to you that you cannot, they cannot be in a relationship with you because they have other things on their mind, and maybe job, and maybe whatever that is, again, we'll confirm. I am sensing it may be another person. You would be feeling like they're walking away because it's the easy way. You would be feeling like they're taking the easy choice, that you and this person could have something beautiful, but maybe it would require work. There is a shadow side, so maybe you've activated some shadows within you. Maybe there's some darkness within this person, some issues that need to be worked through, and you know that those issues would need to be resolved if you two were to continue with your relationship. So you would be feeling like, why are they giving up on something that has a potential to be so beautiful and so amazing, and they're choosing the easy way? And they're running away when things become a challenge. But your last card is hope. So you would, on some level, you would still have hope. And I feel this is why you are resisting. And it's a tricky thing, right? Because sometimes we say to ourselves that I don't want to move away from this person, whether that's physically or energetically, because I know that this is my person and I have hope that this is, but it's not really hope. Maybe that is, I'm hearing, thank you, they're correcting me. There's a difference between hope and faith. When we have faith is really rooted in a very strong system of beliefs. Faith is rooted in blind surrender to our God, to destiny, to the universe. Hope is more of that energy, I hope for the best, So if you truly have faith, you would be able to walk away. Because if we have faith in our connection, and we have faith, let's say that the person that you met is your person, that you're meant to be together, you have faith, you're not afraid to let go and walk away, and to live your life until in divine timing, and to work on you, to focus on you, that Nine of Pentacles energy. But hope is sometimes, especially when it's filtered by the ego, it may be just an excuse. Let's do another row. What else do we need to know? Escape. Holding back. Holding back. So you would feel that this person is holding back with you, that they're not expressing their true feelings, that they're not communicating, that they're escaping from that communication, from allowing, I'm even hearing like escaping from even giving you a proper chance. Sabotage. I feel this is the betrayal. I feel this is the betrayal. Maybe you feel that there are sabotaging confirmation, what you could have together by choosing this third party. I feel you felt betrayed when you found out that they are with a third party, and something is coming to my mind, so I'm gonna say it. Maybe this person even said to you that I never promised you anything, right? And I never said that we were exclusive or something like that. But you guys, this is a message to my wounded masculines and to my distorted masculines. We don't make promises just by words. That's the thing. How we act in presence of another person, right? How we, the words that we say to them, even if it's not promises, our energy with them, sometimes that's enough for someone to feel that you are invested, right? So someone who says, I never promised you anything, is a very immature energy. Because if this person was seeing you, they were being intimate with you, they were sometimes reaching out to you, they were, feeling good in your presence, so there was laughter, there was good conversations, that by itself is a promise. However, right, I'm saying this for you to understand better, and I'm saying for you to not accept that as an excuse, because maybe in your mind you are going towards that, yeah, maybe they're right, maybe I'm silly, they didn't promise me anything. No, don't feel silly. We can promise as well and bring that energy of promise through how we act and through our energy. That's valid. However, remember that this is what we said about betrayal. If you loved yourself enough, if you cherished yourself enough, if you valued yourself enough, before you yourself commit to someone, even energetically and emotionally, you see, especially us women, because men are the rulers of this physical realm. They are the ones that's supposed to lead a connection on a physical level. So you would wait and see if this person's words match their actions. And you know this deep down. That yes, they didn't promise anything, but they made suggestions that they were interested, but in the same time, their energy was very flaky. Do you know what I mean? It would make sense if this is really your reading. Maybe this person has tendency to self-sabotage. It is something that comes from a place of deep wounding. Broke ass, so maybe that's a detail as well. Maybe they're not okay financially. Daydreaming, shadow sides. I'm longing for you. You're longing for this person. Indecisiveness. I feel, despite the fact that this person betrayed you, and despite the fact that this person is with a third party, right? I feel you still have hope, because you feel like they haven't decided, that it's not done deal yet. So maybe despite the fact that that they are with this third party, they still maybe sometimes like text you, or still keep tabs on you, like watch you on social media, which, you guys, it only shows their integrity, to be quite honest with you, because if you choose to be with someone else, even if this person is a karmic connection, and you believe that I'm your true soul person, and you're self-sabotaging because you're wounded, dude, you made a choice, right? It's coming to my mind. It's like, I'm not saying that, your connection is not valid, but I'm just saying it again. There's a reason I said to you guys that change requires time, right? And